A life-saving human chain. Life-saving human chain. Good. So I saw this story on the internet about two kids who were swimming in the ocean. They got caught in the riptide and they were kind of pulled out to sea. I think 7 or 9, maybe 7 other people, adults, jumped in to try to go save them. Guess what happened? They all got caught in the riptide too. And then what happened? Pretty awesome. Something like 80 people formed a human chain out into the water, surrounded all these folks, and were able to save them all. Now what's the point here? If you had read ahead of time, if everybody on the beach had read every book and every blog and website about what to do if you're caught in a riptide, or if you see somebody else caught in a riptide, I bet you anything that this solution was not there. It showed up for somebody. Where did that come from? Who cares where? But just know that stuff like that happens all the time when you're just willing to pay attention a little bit. Right? And this happened without anybody deciding that they were in charge, without anybody, considering the personality types of the group, without anybody delegating, you're going to be a low-level manager and you're going to be, a chief and an Indian, as people say, even though I hate that terminology. None of that had to happen. Somehow, one person had a new idea and was able to orchestrate 80 people. I mean, this had to happen in the span of a couple minutes. Where does that come from? And that's not, the answer to that question is not important. Just knowing that it's always there and that miracles, really seemingly miracles can happen every moment if we're just willing to settle down a little bit and let those new thoughts show up in that same way that they do in the shower. They can show up in really difficult situations, all right? So sometimes people say the stuff you're describing is not real life or whatever. This is real life. This is life or death. Super, super, super stressful situation when 9 people are going to die, could die, right? So the idea that, in business, when there are stressful situations, so-called stressful situations, it's hard to think on your feet or come up with new ideas when, there's a deadline. It's just ludicrous, all right?